Hey, this is John from Backcountry Binders 4x4, and we're going to show you a little bit about a body mount and a floorboard replacement and how we do it and some of the things you got to watch out for. But anyway, this is Shaun McCrains Scout, and beautiful looking rig, and we're going to go ahead and just do a little bit of a walkthrough here, kind of show you what's going on with it. Now, first thing you're going to notice is there's a whole bunch of clamps. What we're doing is we've been prepping and working on this for many hours and getting the sheet metal all exactly fit perfectly so everything matches up and lines up. The big crucial thing is that, and one of the tips you want to check out when you're doing your floorboard is when you leave your braces in place, those are the level of the old floorboard. So what we've done is we've used a straight edge here and we've clamped it down. That way it tells us exactly where the body mount needs to be right over here. And as you can see, it's not quite exactly up on the top and it's not flush with the bottom. So it's half and half, and that's one of the things that might fool you because you'll think, oh, that needs to be level, I need to push that down. Well, that's not the case. It needs to stick up a little bit so that the floorboard, because it's angled, it comes all the way over and rests over here on the side. Another thing you also want to be real careful of is that when you're doing your body mount, you want to make sure that this lines up with the center of where your body mount is. Now, we're going to go up underneath here and kind of give you a little bit more of a view. And what you can see right there is that we kind of have it all clamped. We've lined it up so it's straight up from the center of the hole to the center of the body mount. Also, you're going to see that we weld all of our body mounts fully closed all the way around. That way there's no water or dirt that can get in. Now, we've prepped the whole inner rocker area here, and we've prepped the other side as well. And we got everything clamped in, and we're test fitting all the pieces right now to make sure it fits. Once we make sure that everything fits, then we'll start tacking it in. And what I'm probably going to do so that I can get a full weld on this is I'm going to go ahead and tack a couple things in. I'm going to pull the body mount out, lay the top beads on top of the body mount and all the way around so I can access it really easy, because otherwise it's going to be difficult. Then I'm going to put the body mount back in place. A lot of people do it opposite. They put the body mount in and then they mount the wedge. Well, then you won't be able to get the top weld sealed and everything. And then what we're going to do is we're also going to go ahead and right in this gap, we're going to fill that whole gap in with weld. That way it all seals, and then we'll probably use some kind of a putty, but ultimately the whole vehicle is going to be rhino lined on the inside, so it's going to be completely sealed with a couple holes in the back where the stock locations are, so we can park it on a hill, hose it out, and have a nice clean Scout. The other thing we're going to do here is we're also going to fill in the clutch. What that is right there, that's the clutch hole where the clutch rod used to go down. And we're going to there's a little piece that was sitting in there, it wasn't quite in there well, we're going to weld it in. The color of everything that you're seeing, you'll notice that there's some black and white kind of looking stuff around here. What that is after we've sanded and grinded and got it all smooth and flat, well, there's a bunch of pits where the rust is penetrated. So what we do is we go ahead and use a product called Rust Mort that we sell here at the shop. It's hydrochloric acid essentially. There's a couple products out there on the market, but we prefer Rust Mort. And we just spray that all over it. And when we spray it all in the nooks and crannies, we spray it up inside the body mounts. And that way it treats and kills all the rust. Now that's the inside of the back body mount, and then over here in the corner you can see a lot of times the rust creeps up the side, so we've trimmed it out, and now we've had to custom fit the floorboard, and that's what you got to do to get a real nice fit and get everything to be, you know, perfectly flat and level. You'll see a lot of bad jobs out there where guys just slap the floorboards down on top of everything and they just kind of overlap it and just weld it in place. Well, that traps all the rust in all the areas there, and you don't want that. That's not going to give you a good result, and it's not ultimately going to have a nice product, and it's not going to last forever. So that's a little bit about what we're doing and how we're doing it. So I appreciate you for tuning in. And check back later and I'll show you the whole finished product. Thanks.